India has become one of the top places in the world to build a factory. More companies are shifting production here or adding India to their supply chain. But India is not one single market. Each state has its own rules, its own costs, and its own advantages. Picking the wrong state is a mistake that takes years to undo.
The right state for a project depends on six things. First, how ready the industrial land and basic infrastructure actually is. Then, what financial support the state government offers to new factories. Next, how easy it is to move goods in and out by road, rail, or port. Another major factor is whether suitable land is available, affordable, and quick to secure. This is followed by reliable power supply and competitive tariffs. And finally, how fast and straightforward the government approval process is. These six things looked at together point to the right state for a project. Two states anchor the western side of India for manufacturing. Gujarat and Maharashtra each have a strong case, but for different reasons. Gujarat's biggest advantage is its coastline. At present, Mundra is India's largest commercial port by cargo volume handled. The state also has Kandla port and large industrial zones at Hazira and Dahej. Gujarat sits on a major national infrastructure corridor between Delhi and Mumbai. Plus, the Dholara region is being developed as a brand new planned industrial city. Big names in chip manufacturing are already setting up facilities there. For example, Micron Technology is building a chip assembly and testing plant at Sanand. Tata Electronics is also building a chip manufacturing plant at Dholara. For any company that exports its products, Gujarat's ports are very hard to beat.
Maharashtra tells a different story. It is India's largest state economy and covers almost every major industry. The port near Mumbai handles more containers than any other port in India.
There is also a major new industrial city being built near Aurangabad, and Nagpur in the east has a large cargo facility with its own airport. Maharashtra's real strength is that it does everything: cars, engineering, medicines, electronics, and everyday consumer goods all have deep roots here. And no other Indian city matches Mumbai for access to banks, legal services, and business support.
Moving to the southern and northern tiers brings in three more strong options. Tamil Nadu is the country's go-to state for cars and electronics. The area around Chennai is one of the largest factory zones in all of India.
Major car brands have been operating there for decades. A fast growing electronics and mobile phone manufacturing industry sits alongside them. Hosur, close to the Karnataka border, has become a hub for electric vehicles. Three major ports and strong rail and road connections complete the picture. For any car or electronics project, Tamil Nadu is almost always on the shortlist.
In the north, UP has transformed over the last 10 years. Two major national freight rail lines cross inside the state, which makes it easy to send goods anywhere in the country.
The Noida and Greater Noida area is now one of India's biggest electronics zones. One of the world's largest mobile phone factories is located there. A defense manufacturing corridor is also being built across six cities in the state. Land costs less here than in western or southern states. And with hundreds of millions of people nearby, it is a natural fit for companies selling to the Indian domestic market. Karnataka and Telangana also feature prominently among the technology focused states. Karnataka is the country's leader in aerospace, defense, and advanced electronics. Bengaluru's electric vehicle industry is growing quickly, with more component makers and assembly plants arriving every year. Telangana focuses on medicines and life sciences. The Genome Valley area near Hyderabad is one of the most important pharmaceutical zones in Asia. Telangana also runs one of the simplest and fastest factory approval systems of any state in India.
Knowing what each state offers is only half the work. The harder part is figuring out which one actually fits a specific project. Two things matter most when making that call.
The first is that an existing supplier network in a state usually matters more than the incentives and subsidies on offer. A factory inside an established industrial area gets parts from nearby suppliers, It finds trained workers more easily and plugs into existing infrastructure. Building those same advantages from scratch in a less developed area can take 10 years or more. A state with big financial incentives but no supplier base rarely makes up for that gap.
The second thing is that the right answer is almost never a single state. Most projects put 2 or 3 states on a short list and compare them properly.
That comparison has to go beyond surface level numbers. Land, cost, construction, transport, power, wages, and the actual subsidies received all need to be calculated together for each location. That is what a proper feasibility study does. It replaces estimates and guesswork with real comparable numbers. And it is what turns a short list of states into a decision that a company can actually stand behind.
India's manufacturing map in 2026 is bigger and more competitive than ever. The infrastructure is improving steadily across the country. But so is the complexity. If your company is evaluating where to set up in India, IMARC Engineering can support the full journey. Reach out to start the conversation.